Howdy, folks. I'm a leprechaun the size of a lima bean,
I'm Amber.
and here's some growing magic bean Reddit. Or just some wholesome Reddit. You be the judge. Alright, folks, our very wholesome Sunday morning Reddit story is titled, Am I a jerk for misleading my husband for years to make him pay for our daughter's education? I'm a 45-year-old female, and I've been married to my husband, a 56-year-old male, since I was 18. I have a son who's a 27-year-old male and a daughter who's a 22-year-old female. We are not rich, but decidedly well off. We always planned for our son to study abroad in a Western country for university since he was a child, and this is expensive due to high international tuition fees. This went as planned for my son. However, ever since I got a laptop and a phone with internet, I've used it to learn things on my own from sources like MIT courseware and YouTube, and I really wanted my daughter to be educated. I've also stopped believing in my religion while my husband is devout. I pretend to be religious and I follow our customs for the sake of my marriage. I only have a high school level education. The plan was for my daughter to find a boy from a nice family for her to marry, and not go to university or go to a local one if she wanted to. I convinced my husband that these days, boys from good families want an educated woman for status reasons, even if she does not work, and that if our daughter had a Western education, she could marry into an elite family. It worked, and he paid for her to attend a top university, which she got into, which is actually better than the one that my son went to. My daughter, after leaving, also confided in me that she does not believe in our religion anymore and started living a different lifestyle, one that I can never have. She recently graduated, got a work visa, and stayed in the Western country and has a good job there. My husband got really angry when he heard and was feeling really cheated and blames me as I pursued him to pay for her education and let her go. He even found a picture of her online in a university competition where she won a prize and posed for a picture without a head covering. I am feeling a little guilty since it was his money that let her go to a university, and now we may not get to see her again. Am I the jerk? Sorry for any mistakes. My English is not the best. OP, your English is fine. In fact, I would say it's top notch. All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Nope, I don't think Opie's a jerk here. And I also want to point out that she says, this is my husband's money, but OP is contributing to the household by taking care of the kids. So this is joint money. It's not just your husband's money.
Yeah, and a lot of these kind of cultures, maybe it's perceived that this is his money and only his money, so there may be traditions and whatnot from her country. She may not even actually be entitled to that money in the case of a divorce, depending on what country she's from. But I fully believe what Amber has said in that she's an equal contributor to the household in some respect.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you were just looking out for your daughter. You don't want her to get trapped into a life that she wouldn't want. You want her to be able to make her dreams come true. And I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, I think that it's fine for people to choose lifestyles like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it needs to be a choice that you're willing to make. And if this isn't the life that she wants, then it's wrong to impose it upon her.
Yeah, like clearly if she just wanted to get married, she wouldn't have bothered going to the school, but the fact that she did want to go abroad, go to the school, get this job shows, that that's more what she was looking for.
Yeah, I think that you should be able to provide your children with as many resources as possible to help them to succeed to their full capacity. And that's really what being a parent is sacrificing so that your child can do better than you, or providing opportunities that you didn't have when you were growing up. And even if that means getting your kid out of a culture that you don't agree with or that they don't agree with. So
And it sounds like the husband is having a hard time with the daughter being her own independent person,
yeah.
separate from their beliefs and everything, or his beliefs, I should say. But that's just part of being a parent too. Is your kids are not going to be little mini versions of you. They're going to be their own people, and you have to let them do their own thing.
Yeah. And OP wasn't necessarily entirely wrong. And I mean, I don't necessarily know her culture in particular, but a partner who has more education is going to be a more desirable partner. So,
Yeah, I mean, that's been true throughout history. It tends to be that more educated people marry more educated people in a lot of contexts. So I don't think it's, even though that wasn't OP's main motive, she's probably not wrong either.
yeah. So that's where I stand here. I don't think OP you're in the wrong. I think that you did a noble thing here. So good on you. Anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber has a joke.
Why did the kid bring a ladder to school?
Well, you see, in this school that this kid attends, the doors are all very much up off the ground. And so, in order to get around the school, you have to have a ladder. So, each door is up. It's up, right? You would expect, so you either need to really be able to climb or you need to be able to bring a ladder. And so this kid, in order to get from class to class, he brought the ladder, and that's why he brought a ladder to school.
Because she wanted to go to high school.
Oh, well, see, I mean, it was a high school. I mean, it's up off the ground. Maybe a more plausible scenario is that the school is like up, it's elevated, but I mean that's what the joke implies anyways, isn't it? So, yeah. It's not very clever of me. And I have Earl Grey. Oh, I also still have the mystery tea listed here, but we do have licorice spice. Maybe I'll keep it as a mystery tea, just so that we have the option of bringing in a slightly different or unique tea, because we do have some other teas that we should burn through. All right, folks, that's all the time we have on this Sunday morning special. I hope it was special for you, because it was special for me. Amber, was it special for you?
It was.
Thanks so much for watching. Amber, what is the moral of the story for today?
I mean, I would say
In 5 words or less.
take care of your kids.
Ooh, she did it, folks. That's a good moral. Nice. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Bye.